Hi there. Let's take a look at Let It Snow, a real winter holiday classic. We're going to play this one in the key of C. And like many songs written here at the beginning of the 20th century, we're going to be playing this AABA format. That means we've got two lines of a chord progression that's going to repeat in the second stanza, then something a little different for the third stanza, and right back to the first pattern for the fourth stanza. So it's really just two patterns to learn here, and we'll go over the chords as we do. The first stanza starts on our C chord. We're going to play that for 2 bars, over to G7 for 2 bars, and then F for 1, D minor for 1, G7, back around to C. Yeah, go a little something like this. This is such a familiar tune, it almost helps, I think, to bring in the lyrics sooner than later. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And if you want to add a strum pattern, I'm doing a nice light swing strum. And we'll keep going to the second stanza, same pattern. Doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned away down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So far so good. We've got our A pattern, we got our swing strum, that chord progression there. When we get to the B pattern, so the third stanza, we're going to switch over to the G chord. Just regular G, not G7. So make sure you've got the downward pointing triangle for your G chord here. For 2 bars, then we've got 2 beats of A minor, 2 beats of D7, back to G. And notice how closely related those chords are. I play my A minor with my middle, add the ring finger for D7, then I leave that ring finger, slide it to the 3rd fret, bring my other fingers over for G. You might have a different fingering there for one or more of those chords. That's just fine. It's nice though when chords go that quickly, 2 beats, 2 beats, and 4 beats, that you sort of memorize with your muscle memory the movement as a unit rather than thinking of them as 3 different chords, right? So you have kind of one like little set of dance steps, if you will, that you want to be ready for. The second line of that B stanza starts the same, G for 2, and then again 2 beats of A minor, 2 beats of D7, now just 2 beats of G to G7. That sets us up to return to the C chord as we go back to the A pattern for the 4th stanza. So let's go on back and we'll add a little swing strum here for the B stanza. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Then we come back to the A pattern. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Then we go back to the top. We start it all again. After we finished it the second time, we'll have a nice long drawn out outro. 2 bars of G7. Let it snow, let it snow. C, let it snow. Right? So at the very end, that bar of C, 2, 3, 4, then 1 beat each. C, G7, C, and we're all done. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Beautiful. All right, so you got all the pieces to the puzzle there. Feel free to go back, review whatever part that you need, work it through on your own, and then you can join me for the play along. Enjoy your practice, and I'll see you there.